Newbie J here. Today we'll be going over operators. Okay, rhythmic operators, assignment operators, and comparison operators. Okay, for rhythmic operators, there is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, which is the remainder of. Assignment operators are examples is addition assignment operators, subtraction assignment operators, multiplication assignment operators, division assignment operators, remainder assignment operators, exploitation assignment operators. And for comparison operators, we have the 2 equals, which is equal to, the 3 equals, which is equal value and equal type, question mark equal, not equal, question mark and equal, not equal value, or not equal type. We have the greater than, we have the less than, we have the greater than or equal to, and then we have the less than or equal to, and then we have the ternary operator. We'll be going over them now. Okay, we have a basic HTML template with our script in it once again, and now we're gonna go over it. Okay, so what we are doing here is essentially logging out X to output and then console logging output. Okay, let's get our console up and let's get going. Okay, so the first one we're going to be doing is addition. Okay, so we have X, we have let X. Okay, so we're going to make everything equal X so we can log it out. So for addition, we have X equals 5 plus 5. Okay, and that will equal 10. Now we have X equals 5 minus 5, which is subtraction, and that will equal 0. Now the next one is we have X equals 5 times 5 will equal 25, as you can see down here, and that's the multiplication. And then the next one is we have X equals 5 divided by 5, and that will equal 1, as you can see here in the console. Okay, next we have the modulus, which is the remainder of. Okay, X equals 5 modulus, which is a percent sign of 5, and the remainder would be 0. Okay, now we're gonna do some concatenation, okay, which it allows us to string things together. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're essentially stringing hello world together from 2 strings. Okay, so we're doing X equals hello string plus, and then the quotes with a space plus a string of world, okay, to get hello world. Now if we were to just put it as hello world, we can do it that way, but it's not a concatenation. Okay, and then also if we took out the space, is also, that's concatenation too. Okay. Now for the exponent, what we're doing here is we're taking X equals 2, and then to find the exponent, which is 2 to the power of 3, we'll have 2 multiplication signs, which is the stars, asterisks, to 3. Okay, and that will give us a value of 8. Now to increment, which is increase value, okay, we would do X equals 1, and then we can increase it by doing X equals X plus 1, which will give us 2, or we could do simply X plus plus, and that'll give us 2 also. Those are 2 ways you can do it. X plus plus is the most common way and common practice. To decrement or decrease value, okay, we'll have x equals 2. And to decrease value, we can do x equals x minus 1, which will give us a value of 1. Or we could do x minus minus, which will give us also a value of 1, which is more common. Okay. Assignment operators now, okay. The equal sign is an assignment operator. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to do x equals 10, which would be the assignment operator. So we get the number 10. X equals x plus 1. What was the... Okay, so back to the one we had. X equals x plus 1. If x equals 2 plus 1, that'll give us 3. Okay, now for the addition assignment operator, which would be 2 plus 10 equals 12. Okay, so x plus equals 10, and we'll get 12. So it breaks down to 2 plus 10, and it'll equal 12. Okay, for our subtraction, we'll have x minus equal 10, which will break down to 2 minus 10. Okay, which will give us a negative 8. Now for multiplication assignment operator, we have x times or equal 10, which will break down to 2 times 10, and that'll equal 20, as you can see down here. Now we have our division assignment operator. X slash equal, which would be division, times 10. Division, which is 10, will break down to 2 divided by 10, and that'll equal 0.2. For our remainder assignment operator, we have x %sign equals 10, which will break down to the remainder of 10 and 2 will equal 2. Okay, which is the remainder assignment operator, which would be the modulus. Okay, and for exploitation assignment operator, we have x double the star sign equals 10, which is the exploitation assignment operator, will equal 2 to the 10th power. It equals 1024, as you can see in the console over here. Okay, and also I have the comparison operators, equal to, equal value, equal type, not equal value, not equal type, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and a ternary operator. Okay, so x equals 2, and a double equal sign to 2 will come up as 2, okay, because 2 equals 2. So that'll make it true. Okay. Now if we have x equals 2, 2 equal signs to a string of 2, it will still equal 2 and still be true because it's a 2. Okay. It's still a 2 being used even though one's a number and one's a string. Okay. It's only using equal 2. And for the second one, you'll see the difference between the 2 equal signs and the 3 equal signs, okay? Using 3 equal signs, which is equal value and equal type, we have x equals 2, and then the 3 equal value, the equal signs to 2, okay? That will be true because 2 equals 2. So now when we use a string of 2 with the number 2 on this one, you're gonna get false. Okay, so x equals 2, and then the 3 equal signs to a string of 2. So this one has equal value, but does not have equal type, so it will make this one false. Okay, so then we have the exclamation point and the equal sign, which is not equal. Okay, so we have x equals 2, not equal to 2, which will be false because it is equal to 2. Okay. Now we have x equals 2 to a 2 of a string, and that will equal false because it's not the same type. Well, it is equal. I'm sorry, it's not checking type, it's only checking equal. So it is equal, so it will come up as a false for that string. So now our next one is we have exclamation point and 2 equal signs, which is equivalent to not equal value or not equal type. Okay, you gotta pay attention to those. So we have x equals 2 and not equal value or equal type to 2. Okay, that will be false because it is true and it is an equal value and it is equal type. Okay, now the next one with a string, we have x equals 2 and then it's not equal to a 2 string, and this will come up as true because it's not equal value and it's not equal type, so that would be considered true. So next we have the greater than symbol, which is, everyone knows what that is. Okay, so we have x equals 10 is greater than 5, so that would be true. And as you can see, the symbol for that is the right arrow. Okay, and now below it we will show a false one. X equals 5 is greater than 10. That will obviously be false because 5 is lower than 10. We have the less than symbol. X equals 1, which is less than 5, equals true. Okay, and then a false statement for it. We have x equals 5, which is less than 1, which will equal false because 5 is greater than 1. We have greater than or equal to, which is a right arrow plus an equal sign. Okay, we have x equals 10, which is greater than or equal to 10, which is true because it is equal to 10. Now we have x equals 10 that is greater than or equal 20, which is false because it's not greater than 20 and it does not equal 20, so that would be false. All this stuff's going to come together in future lessons. We're building up to it. So now we have the less than or equal to sign. Okay, so it has to be less than or equal to. We have x equals 10. That's less than or equal to 10, which is true. Okay. Now we have x equals 10, which is less than or equal to 20, which is also true because it is less than 20. It's not equal, but it says less than or equal to. Okay, gotta pay attention to that spot. Now for our ternary, okay, let's log out my other we statement. Have let age equal 15, right? Okay, and we'll write a ternary, which will be let votable equal age is less than 18, question mark, can't vote, 2 dots, vote. Okay, so what happens here is, alright, so if your age is 15, you can't vote. Okay, but if your age is 18, you can vote. Okay, so what happens in the ternary, we're comparing age with a number, which is 18. Okay, this is your no side, this is your yes side. The wrong answer comes first, right answer comes second. Okay, so we'd have question mark, wrong answer, 2 dots, right answer. Okay, so even if your age was 19, you can still vote. Okay, if your age was 10, you can't vote because your 10 is lower than 18. But if it's 18, you can vote because it's lower than or equal to 18. So it's equal to 18, so it gives us the vote. Okay, so you can change this to any symbol you want it to equal by going over all these that we went over to execute a certain thing that you needed to. Okay, hope you learned something with arithmetic operators and assignment operators and comparison operators. Thank you for taking a look. Newbie J out. I'll see you in the next video.